Holy sh! ROG Asus is releasing the chosen one, a 32-inch QD OLED monitor in a 16:9 orientation, taking advantage of the full QD OLED capabilities. Now let that sink in. Last year in 2022, going into 2023, monitors became frustrating because there was a lot of groundbreaking monitors being released in the OLED space, but for someone who has used a 48-inch CX OLED as a monitor since February 2020, there wasn't anything, and I mean anything, that made me excited enough to want to switch up my main desk setup or even spend the money on my secondary or third setups. But this may do it. Before we jump into why this is such a big deal, let's take a step back to last year when Samsung released the Samsung S95B QD OLED, 55-inch and 65-inch televisions. Within 1 month, Samsung and later on Sony with the A95K removed LG, the 10-year reigning king, from the top of the TV world by offering the new QD OLED panels, and that provided not only more vivid saturated colors than any other television in the history of TVs, it also offered the brightest picture an OLED television had ever reached at 1400 nits. Now, all controversies aside, this was later lowered and capped right above the 1000 nit mark, and still pretty much to this day we really don't know why Samsung and Sony did this, but it literally was a big deal. Overnight, LG, the king of TVs, lost their footing on their long-standing ownership of the high-end TV market, and Samsung was literally giving these away at very, very low prices, and Sony did their typical Sony thing, and their price stand front. But bringing us back to today, Asus promises the launch of the very first 16:9 aspect ratio 32-inch QD OLED monitor using these second generation QD OLED panels. And the reason that is a big deal is that due to the fact that up until now, everyone, including last year's groundbreaking Alienware AW3423DW ultra wide monitor, that's a mouthful, right? That revolutionized gaming monitors by offering the first commercially available mainstream QD OLED monitor, was still only at 1440p. But even the height of technological innovation and breakthrough, this monitor was still limiting the capabilities of the QD OLED panel. And that is literally until now. The Asus PG32 UCDM is a perfectly sized 32-inch QD OLED panel, boasting all the advantages a QD OLED panel can deliver with rich, vivid, saturated colors. For starters, it has full 4K resolution at 240 Hz with a glossy screen to bring out all the darks and the contrast, 1000 nit peak brightness at a 3% window, a 0.03 millisecond response time, G-Sync and Freesync Premium Pro compatible, a custom Graphene Heatsink to protect the panel and keep the monitor cool without fans, so you're not hearing crazy noises behind your monitor, HDMI 2.1 ports for next-gen console gaming and PC, along with a DisplayPort 1.4 with DSC, and their new Asus Smart KVM Switch, allowing you to connect multiple systems to the monitor using one set of peripherals, along with functioning as a USB hub and supplying a charge through its 90-watt power delivery system. The only competition for this is the newly pre-ordered Doe 32-inch OLED monitor that uses the LG W3 OLED panels. Now, that's promised to release next year of April 2024 at a lesser cost of $1299. It's expected to boast some pretty great specs, as I listed in my last video and I tagged that above, but it comes with a pretty high risk reward scenario, right? And currently can be purchased for $769 through pre-order until the price goes up to $1299, its regular price next year. And after my expectations literally fell flat last year on LG because they removed features from the TV version that didn't show up on the monitor, blah blah blah. But anyway, I am again excited, thinking that this can be a replacement for my main desk setup, and that this can go on my main desk setup and do like a stacked orientation type monitor setup. Who knows? I don't know yet. But the Tech Chap launched a video last night as he was at Gamescom and was able to put hands-on the monitor. I'll put that video in the description below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you excited about this? Are you geeked? Are you pumped like me? Or are you potentially upset because you just recently purchased a monitor? Either way, at any rate, let me know your thoughts. As always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.